So the Most High is telling me to do a book of Revelation prophecy um, for the next 6 months, June 1st. And, you know, I have lived a very, very profound life. I have lived a life of people keeping my own family and just people keeping secrets from me that they think that I don't know and I'm not aware of. I'll give you a story. First of all, let me start by praying. Hold on one second. Let me get in line. Let me get in order. Pray over everything. Okay, so I'll give you a story. Um, I think I mentioned this story before with one of my oracles, but I lost. I went through a traumatic experience in my early 20s, well, mid 20s, and I lost a child. But when I got to the hospital, I was brought immediately or almost immediately to the operating room. And when I was brought to the operating room, the doctor said, hurry up. I mean, when I was telling, they even came and brought me to the operating room, I was wailing in the hospital. I know the hospital took my baby, and I know my baby is alive. I know my baby is alive. I know my fetus is a full grown person. That's what's crazy about it. That's what's really crazy. I know my child. I do have a child. I have a son. And I, and yeah, he would be 21, 22 right now. But they took my baby, and it is what it is. But um, wow, just had a moment. Um, so I was wailing in the hospital. Long story short, brought me to the ER. My surgeon said, quick, we're getting ready to put you under. You have to have emergency surgery. Give me an emergency contact. And I said, I gave him my mother's contact, and they injected me with the anesthesia or whatever it is that make you go to sleep. Well, whatever it was that um, made was supposed to make me go to sleep, uh, I actually did not end up going to sleep. Well, actually, I did, but I woke up. Um, and when I woke up, they were one of the interns was in the hospital. This is Cabrini Hospital in Manhattan. Um, she was leaning into my uterus and getting ready to cut me, and I said, "Oh, that's the wrong spot." And she pulled back, like all the interns and all the doctors and surgeons in the room, like gasped for air because they couldn't believe my eyes were open and I was talking, but they could not operate on me. So they looked at me and they injected me again, and I went under. They cut me, and then I woke up again. And um, I told them what God told me to tell them, that I have a calling over my life, and they're gonna see within the next 20 years. I mean, I told them a lot, um, and what's crazy is that when I came out of surgery, a nun came in and she cried. She said, "What I have to tell you, I don't have, I can't tell you because it's too powerful." She was crying. And she said, "The next person that's going to come in will speak to you about it." So the next person that walked in, this is a very true story. I don't have the reason to lie. True story. The monk came in. It was a monk that came in and he asked me, who do I want to be or what do I want to be, um, you know, in life and this, that, and the other. And, I told him that, I wanted to be the next Janet. Janet is, she, if as far as my entertainment, I've been a dancer, jazz, tap, ballet, cheerleader, track and field. I mean, I was always A1, in athlete, just talent, um, since I was 3. And, a lot of people say, said that, they consider me in my community their Janet Jackson, right? So I always admired her because she was crisp, and I was trained to be precise and crisp, just like her, right? Um, but nonetheless, the monk said, "Well, he laughed at what I thought I wanted to do and be, and he said, you're going to be one of the most sought after people in the world for what you do." Now, currently, I do various things. I have my clothing line, my hair care product line, this, that, and the other. But what I really do is what you see me do here. This is what I really do, and I can do it without the cards. Um, but I say all this to say, when the monk left, years later, you know, I kept bringing it up to my parents and my family, because my family had flew in during that day, for that, when I was having that emergency surgery. And they brushed it off and act like it never happened, which was the most heartbreaking thing that I've ever experienced in my life, because something so tragic and traumatizing, you want to be able to sit down and discuss these things with the closest people, with the closest people to you. Not my family. They still to this day want to act like it never happened. But which is the biggest betrayal to me, you know what I mean? But the crazy thing is that I have lived a life alone, dealing with being having this calling. Fast forward, okay, the monk had said 10 years from now, you'll see the reason, you'll start to see and understand what your calling is. And that was 10 years later. Oh my gosh, and my anniversary date, I actually died. I was pronounced dead during that surgery, and I came back. They rejuvenated me, I believe, twice, but and now the hospital was closed. So it's not like it's the whole my whole story is, it's like I can't even go back to Cabrini Hospital. One of my previous investors, John Katsimatidis, he passed away. And not Katsimatidis. Is it Katsimatidis? Yeah, Red Apple. He bought Cabrini. He was running for mayor. He's a billionaire in Manhattan. Um, One of his foremen passed away. He used to go to Italy and get tomatoes and sell them back in New York City. But anyway, it's crazy how the story works. But it was heartbreaking to go through what I went through, or been going through alone, because I had nobody to talk to, but I watched everybody make money off of my story. I watched celebrities make money off of telling an interpretation of my story, acting out or playing a role of who I am, right? And I'm just gonna be very candid, be 100%. Beyonce, the music that she been putting out, that's not her story. I'm gonna be real honest with you. In the Bible, it talks about false prophets. In the Bible, it talks about um, the beast, and all this in the book of Revelation. To sit back and watch and understand what the book of Revelation was saying and who and what they are, it was amazing to me to figure it out that, okay, you got people like Yeezy and people that call themselves Hove. They're basically mimicking and duping the real Messiah, the real, uh, true Son of Man, Son of God. Um, so when you see things like that, you understand what's what. It's unfortunate that it's our own people, but it is what it is. The biblical narrative, it's a biblical narrative. So listen, my life story is based around that. I think I've told you guys before, my birthmark is Israel. It's on my right arm. You can look up the mark on the right arm in the Bible. It is what it is. But to live a life of feeling alone and people hoping that you don't step up to the plate, people hoping that you don't figure out who you are, it's heartbreaking because it's like, wow, like, wow. The people I love the most are actually going to make me go through this by myself? For years, I've said to myself, these people better hope, and I don't care who they are, family, friends, they better hope I'm not the judge on Judgment Day, because everybody going to pay. And the Most High said, I want you to do a 6-month prophecy according to the Bible on the world, regarding the world stage, and how it corresponds with the Bible, because about 30 minutes ago, I'm like, God, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of people being selfish. I'm sick of people trying to hold me back. I'm sick of being unhappy because people want to control my life narrative. I'm sick of people trying to, oh, stall her. Don't let her do this. Don't let her, because it's going to be the end of the world as we know it, and da 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 da, and this that going to happen. Da, da. But they really don't know who my true. They really don't know who my true character is. They don't know. I have more knowledge and information about myself than they do. All they're doing is just trying to control me as if I can be controlled. Right now, in this moment, I'm going to say, God, I want it to end. I want everybody and I want everybody who has been affecting my life, okay, who has been trying to hold me back, who has been acting like I'm crazy. I want those people to feel it first. And everybody who's been stealing from me, my story and the Messiah, I want all them people to feel it first. Call that wine wrath. Anyway, let's get to it. Not even anyway. The Most High said, done. Done. Hey, imagine having a spiritual gift and your own people. You know what I mean? And then you've got tech trying to blackball you, or not blackball you. What do you call it? Damn, I forgot what you call it. I'm gonna keep doing me, but anyway, according to the Bible, this is what the Most High is saying is happening right now. Water. Okay, let's keep going. 2, 3. No reversals. 1, 2, 3. Truth. Mm, basically, 2. Thank you, Papa. 3. I just love him so much. Wow. Okay. So there's an energy happening or occurring as we speak where there's someone important to God that's basking in self care, delivering truth, meditating in stillness while there's confusion around her. Okay? This woman who's basking, this is all according to the Bible, um, has option, but her focus is on her focus is on heaven. Her focus is on the kingdom. Her focus is on the temple. Tell me more. She's basically she's in the pure element of truth, and she's focusing. She's really focusing on Zen. Is she's in golden child energy. You ever see the movie with the golden child in it? Oh, I forgot, but she's in his home. She's focusing on self love because it's almost like this woman who's focused on self love is she's focusing on self love because it's very private and personal to her. She's preparing for a meeting as well. The truth is very, it makes her sad. The truth is so hurtful. It's beyond for her. It's like what I just described, my life. It's it and for me it's not grief, or I'm not, in grief about my story or anything. For me it's pitiful because I know that the tables are really getting ready to turn. Death. Wow, it's over. Something is over. Something is finishing as we speak. There is a loving man. 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Sorry, I got these blanks. Wow. There's corruption around there's corruption around this pain, and there's a death coming, and there's corruption around it. Although this woman, this is regarding, because June 1st is a marker. Tomorrow in the news, when you see the news tomorrow, mark my word, there's going to be, yeah, look at self-love, reflection. I just said that about this woman in meditation. And there's definitely foul play. Foul play. Mm, mm, mm. This is crazy. Mm, mm, mm. So the challenge to all this, he said straight off the top. 2, 3. Wow. The challenge to all this is something being over. something ending, physically ending regarding the Queen of Swords and the Tower. Hmm. What do you mean? He said one. False person. There's someone false. The challenge to all this is who is false in this equation. One, two, three. The person that is false, either something happened with this person on Tuesday or is going to happen on Tuesday. It has something to do with an asshole and sex. Whatever this was, it happened on a Tuesday. The challenge to what I just said, this heartbreaking discovery or this truth that is known now. The false person is a man who's an asshole and very lustful. Devil. The challenge is to the heartbreak is the heartbreak or the deception or whatever that's been disturbing for whoever this person is important to the Most High is challenged by someone who is of devilish nature. How is this affecting the world? This situation that's happening according to the Bible or prophetically for the regarding the whole world is making the world work harder. The world is being made to work harder by way of a by way of the judge, by way of God. Whatever this corruption is causing the world to have to work harder. Everyone. And the world is at a cross like the destiny of the entire world is at a crossroad. Let's clarify. Hard work. Okay. Okay. So this is almost like the Most High is saying, okay, I'm going to give you the scripture. I don't know the exact scripture, but there's a part in the book of Revelations where the woman gives birth to a small child. Before I say, no, clarify the small child. One, two, three. Mm, 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 mm. Oh, there's hard. Okay, so this woman who's supposed to bear the child that the dragon wants to devour, um, there's hard work. It's affecting the world because it's hard work bringing this child into fruition. But let me clarify what is hard. One, two, three. Wow. Wow. So um, the child that is due, um, kind of like um, when the Virgin Mary, when Archangel Gabriel came to Virgin Mary and said, "You're going to give birth to God's son." Right now, what's happening? The world is being overworked, and right now God is not thinking positive because it's hard to in order okay, this is what God just told me. So when the Virgin Mary, wow. So when the Virgin Mary was told by Gabriel, thank you Most High, that she's going to give birth to his son, um, the reason why the Virgin Mary was chose because she loved unconditionally. And the type of love, so if you understand Catholicism, the type of love that the Virgin Mary had, she she was severely stabbed in her heart 7 times, and she still loved. And that's why God gave to her the opportunity for his son to be born through her. Right now, it's almost like the same thing is happening, but it's a hard task because this woman is working hard to get to this child. Like she's doing everything she can to prepare. She knows this child is coming, but it's a hard task because it's almost like she's being forced to work hard. She can't, okay, so it's like, okay, yeah, she's basking, like I said earlier, she's basking, she's preparing herself, right? But it's like the world around her is making it hard on her to get to a spiritual space. You know what I mean? Most High is telling me to say she's drowning. She's drowning. She's drowning out her woes. And the Most High is sitting here, and he's not happy, or he's looking at her having doubtful thoughts. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Blessed karma. So the way this is the way the Most High is breaking this down to me right now is that prophetically there's going to be a time, because in the book of Revelation, the woman who gives birth to this child is a marker. You know, when she conceives is a marker, right? There's a time frame for which she, the baby develops. And then in the Bible it says for I think 1390 days she's taken away to be taken care of with the child. The child is caught up to heaven. Um, Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but that's how everything that's happening is affecting, like behind the scenes. What the people of the world don't know is that, because you ever heard that Mariah Carey song, I'm in heaven with my boyfriend, my boyfriend, there's no beginning and there is no end. So what the Most High told me about that song is when she says there's no beginning and there is no end, everything, it just keeps repeating itself. If you're a part of the bloodline, um, if you're a part of the bloodline, you, guess what? You get to, maybe it'll be your turn to, bring forth. Anyway, that's too deep. But basically, that part in the Bible where, in the book of Revelations, where the woman give birth to a child, iron fist, pie. Yeah, yep, two. So February, August, Monday, and pie, Friday. Um, Monday. Mm, fish fry. It's coming. It's getting ready to play out. We've got August. We've got Monday. We've got Friday. Yeah, breathe. It's getting ready to. So when that happens, let me go ahead and move on. When that happens, um, and this is what people don't even realize, that celebrities, they are they're wannabe prophets, false prophets, and true prophets. You just got to know who's who, right? Um, just got to know who's who. You got to pay, because a lot of people take the music that celebrities make, and they party and have fun off of it. Don't even realize that they're really talking that talk. People don't even realize they're talking Bible talk, but they flipping it in a way that you wouldn't even, like, you would, if you really listen, you'd be like, I know they, like, but you got to understand the Bible thoroughly, you know what I mean, or enough, you know what I mean. And what they do is they call in the next person that's going to fulfill that prophecy. They keep calling in prophets and prophets, and whoever steps up to the plate, basically they, get rank in, the entertainment industry in society, you know what I mean. In the recent past, regarding um, no, not even, we don't need to. Okay, so from June 1st, July, August, so September, we just seen the September card came out. So are we in the book of Revelations? The people want to know, are we living in the last days? Where are we? What's going to happen for the people, the economy? Just give us what you want us to know. Thank you. Seven of Swords. Mm, mm, mm. Mm. Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Um, there's some people that's going to be getting out of Dodge, starting a new beginning on islands. They're going to take their money. They're going to start new lives on an island. People are going to take, look how, who does this face look like in the entertainment industry? Taking all of what they have stolen and try to get away with it. Start a new beginning, far away. You can't run from God. I don't like people are stupid. People are stupid. This is what's getting ready to happen from June 1st to September. People are gonna just like, oh, I'm gonna go live a life over here now. New beginning over here. Yep. Let's clarify. Let's get deeper into it. Mm-mm-mm. Unexpected money, small child, new beginning, 2, 3. That baby is coming in the next 3 months. The conception of this child is going to happen in the next. There's going to be a conception of a child that's important to God over the next 3 months. It may not be the book of Revelations. This could be something different, but whatever the case may be, there's going to be someone is getting away with unexpected money as a result, and a child very, very, very important to God is going to be conceived. And hope, big water, right on top of the island card. Can't make it up. He just clarified everything I just said. 1, 2, 3. I'm not even sure if I can call this the rapture, but we're gonna get a word. 2, 3. This person or these people that are going to be trying to sneak away, take all they can get and go hide, are going to be wishing they didn't do something. This Ace of Pentacles with this small child is going to be held back or kept away or hidden. Yeah, because there's going to be a financial fall. In the next 3 months, there's going to be a financial fall. Yep. So people are going to start scattering because there's a huge financial fall coming. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. School. Higher education. 2, 3. November. 1, 2, 3. Herb, shaman. Okay, that's clear. This is a direct message for me. The Most High is telling me that I need to start my school by November. And he's giving me specific on what it should be. Like, not what it should be, but what it has to include. Wow. The medicines that I've already created, the natural herbal blends and the medicines. Good luck to those who try to copy. Copy that. Those when the Bible talks about those who mock in the Bible, I feel sorry for those people. You like people really think they can hide from God. Most High said get some scriptures, so let's do it right here. Then she came and worshipped him, saying, Lord, help me. But he answered and said, It is not good to take the children's bread and throw it to the little dogs. And she said, Yes, Lord, yet even the little dogs eat the crumbs which fall from their master's table. Then Jesus answered and said to her, O woman, great is your faith. Let it be to you as you desire. And her daughter was healed from that very hour. My God, I really hope whoever is watching this receives this message, because there is a seed, there's healing here for somebody. And don't be stingy. Do not be stingy. Share this message, because from the vibration of my voice, the Most High has just sent out healing for someone's child, children, and or the person listening that hears this. And her daughter was healed from that very hour. Amazing. I receive it in the name of Yeshua. Healed of whatever. When the Most High says He heals, I'll take it. Whatever healing He got to give, I don't care what it is. Heal my toenail. I don't know. God, like, heal my eyebrow, eyelash. I don't know. Anything. A healing from the Most High is amazing. Mm-mm-mm. That was Matthew chapter 15, verse 26 through 28. Let's get another one, he said. Moreover, I issue a decree as to what you shall do for the elders of these Jews, for the building of this house of God. Let the cost be paid at the king's expense from taxes on the region beyond the river. This is to be given immediately to these men, so that they are not hindered, and whatever they need, young bulls, rams, lambs, for the burnt offering of the God of heaven, wheat, salt, wine, oil, according to the request of the priests who are in Jerusalem. Let it be given to them day by day without fail, that they may offer sacrifices of sweet aroma to the God of heaven, and pray for the life of the king and his sons. Also, I issue a decree that whoever alters this edict, let a timber be pulled from his house and erected, and let him be hanged on, and let this house be made a refuse heap because of this. Mm. Y'all need to go ahead and read all of this right here. This is powerful. This is the decree of Darius. This is Ezra chapter 6, but I started at 8. I want to read one part again. It says, that they may offer sacrifice of sweet aroma to the God of the king of his sons. And I issue a decree that whoever alters the edict, you know, people, I want to address the elephant in the room. You know, people see when I'm in my laboratory that, you know, I've had sage or whatever on my table, and I burn, my incense. That was what I just read was a direct some wisdom for you. The Bible says burn sweet aroma for the Most High. Back in those days, what was sweet aroma? Anything that came out of the woods, I guess that smelled sweet, right? Imagine how perfumes were really made back then by crushing petals from flowers and things like that. So I'm gonna leave that alone. That's a whole. a part of one of my courses that's going to be coming. Um, but there's definitely, matter of fact, let me go back because most I said, no, 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 no. Then King Darius issued a decree, and a search was made in the archives where the treasures were stored in Babylon. From the king's treasury, there's something being built. There's a house being built. Ah, it's so crazy because today I heard that Kanye stopped the construction of a house. But anyway, and Jay Z and Beyonce is looking for, they're buying a new, I don't know, anyway. But this is saying that the expenses be paid from the king's treasury. This is amazing right here. This is an amazing revelation. It says, and let his house be made a refuse heap because of this, and may the God who causes his name to dwell there destroy any king or people who put their hand to alter it, or to destroy this house of God, which is in Jerusalem. I, Darius, issue a decree, let it be done diligently. The temple completed and dedicated, Passover celebrated. Wow, Ezra chapter 6, verse 13. The arrival of Ezra, letter of the Artaxerxes to Ezra. Anyway, okay, I'm getting deep. So, okay, so um, from what do we say? September to December 31st, according to the Bible. What's happening in the world? Mm, mm, okay. Mm. Hidden alchemy. There's going to be some hidden alchemy by way of someone who is not emotionally mature. Someone who just leaps, jumps before they look. Where is it? What's hidden? Thievery. A meeting. So from September to December 31st. Yeah. Let me clarify first. One, two, three. Definitely. Mm. Well, it's 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 a little bit of checkers and a little bit of chess. Whatever this hidden alchemy is, it's like this person is leaping for they jump. Mm. Give me a second. This is my stop card. Most High just showed me. You ever seen a movie where back in the day where they had these old stores and in these stores they had a bunch of TVs in the stores, but and they had some of them in the window and they were stacked up on the top of each other, and then all of a sudden all the channels on all these TVs in the window changed to one station. Something's going to happen from September to the end of the year that's going to be on everybody's TV screen. By way of this leaping before they jump energy, I gotta finish this deck. Kiss. Oh, that's basically what's going to be seen on TV screens all across the world is a kiss. There's going to be a kiss that's going to be on the news. It's going to be on TVs all around the world. Wow. Ugly. Wow. Well, according to the Bible, I don't know how I can equate a kiss with Songs of Solomon, right? A kiss. There's a lot of kisses with Songs of Solomon, right? So whatever this is going to be seen all around the world. But either people are going to say the people who are kissing is ugly, or one of the person who is being kissed or got kissed or is giving a kiss is ugly, or it's going to cause ugliness. I don't know. I just know with the Most High, he said, get two more. He said, get two more. One, two, three. Knew it. One, two, three. Knew it. How you playing with me? Two, three. Here we go. Okay. October. So, looks like the kiss is going to happen in October. Okay. Well, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Because I've been being followed. Paparazzi came into town where I live, um, and they were following me. And they were taking secret video photos, and you know, I've got major players right now, um, FBI, CIA. Um, I told them flat out, you're gonna have to be gentle with me, and you're gonna have to, invading my privacy is not gonna work. I'm already alone, spiritually and emotionally. You know what I mean? I don't have my family to talk to. You know what I mean? Basically, um, my customers, my clients here, and the very few viewers that I have now versus what I used to have are my family. Speaking to you as my family, so yeah, um, it's tough. You know, people want to know who's the girl dating the guy, and they invade your privacy, and people actually think that um, it's not that definitely I'm not lonely. I'm a loner, right? I work best creatively, um, especially spending time with the Most High. The Most High is very selfish, so being that I have a task to do for Him, um, He definitely has been isolating me, and it's almost launch time, so I'm excited. I've been working on so much products, product line, things like that. Um, and the things that he's just been asking me to do. So I'm excited about the changes that are coming for moi. And bring this up closer so we can kick it for a minute. Because life is amazing. But what was I going to say? I was talking about, the paparazzi, media, people trying to, I've been followed around stores. Well, what is she buying? What is she into? I think that's so rude. I think it's disrespectful. I think, you know, even celebrities themselves, they're human too. As much as, I'm not saying that I don't like Jay-Z and Beyonce, but they could have let me tell my own damn story. You know what I mean? How dare you? And for that, I don't want you around me. Matter of fact, cut me a check. You know what I mean? I haven't got my 501c or not 501, yeah, 501c3 yet, but cut my check. That's how I feel. Period. That's just how I feel. We can't talk. We can't kick it. Like the song she wrote, 7-Eleven, girl, I'll kick it with you. Anyway, I don't really give them. Um, Literally just, people wanting to know, you know, what does she like? What does she eat? What does she, even coming on private property. And, where I work at, I call it my laboratory. It's windows and on all four sides. Like my four walls are straight up windows, floor to ceiling. So I don't really have You know what I mean? So it's like people can, sneak around. Thank God for the light sensors, but they can, take pictures. It's just it's been a pure invasion of privacy. In addition to um, not even having your own family. So the God, my not God, the God has been, forcing me to get this task done and focus on the word and just basically what he tells me to do. It's been tough, this journey, living this life, and there's a lot of people out there that are flat out jealous of me. Oh, she's so lucky, but they couldn't spend an hour in my shoes. There's so much stuff that I'm not telling, or I don't talk about what I'm going through. I mean, people trying to hack in my accounts, people, I'm constantly, you know, changing passwords because every time I turn around, someone is trying to hack or had, like, it's been crazy. My life has been hell of people wanting to know. And then when I listen to the, different celebrities, they come out with their music, they do subliminals. They won't address me directly. You know what I mean? Which is like, what is the point of attempting to taunt me when my mission on earth period supersedes your existence? Why would you want to taunt that? Especially if I'm closer to the one that is going to judge you. And you want to taunt me? You want to make me feel away? If anything, I don't want to tell people what they should be doing, but if they knew like I knew, huh, treat me away, treating me, mm-mm. Being able to touch my hand, being able to touch the same bottle of oil, you know. Oh, I wonder if she has oil in my hand or on her hand. Maybe she'll shake my hand today and I could just chop my finger off and save the oil, put it in a bottle, let it marinate. I'm tired when you say stuff like that. Anyway, it was a joy. But that is scripture, a scripture read for the rest of the year. For the rest of the year. So I hope that blesses somebody. And oh, another thing, you know, I don't like. There's other. Okay, so here on YouTube and other platforms, but specifically here, there are other quote unquote readers, etc., etc. Don't. One thing you must know: don't steal from me. Don't steal my swag. Don't be extra. Try to get my attention. Don't do any. Because I don't. One thing I hate is when people try to get my attention. And if I see that someone, like if someone knows that, okay, like I go to, Panera Bread and my favorite thing is X, Y, and Z. And now a major corporation puts in one of their advertising campaign, like, oh, well, she likes olives at Panera Bread. So oh, we've got to come out with the next best can of olives or whatever. I hate olives, but you know what I mean? It's like, this is what's happening, like in real life. Don't try to, um, mimic me or like if I like pink, don't make your campaign pink. Like I think it was Gucci or Versace or whatever. My thing is Tiffany blue. I don't want to see your company utilizing something that I love. It's not appealing to me. It's appealing to me. You making me feel like you're stealing from me. You're making me feel like. Long story short, you take from me, I'm going to ignore you. Period. It's like somebody telling my story without my authorization. I don't want nothing to do with you. Who the hell are you to think that no, you're not doing me any favors. Imitation isn't flattery. My entire story was painful. Painful. People can't even imagine what it was like to be Christ. If people really knew the story of who his bride is and was, they, mm, 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 hmm. it just it really disgusts me how now don't get me wrong. There's some like if like you're a celebrity and you know, say my name. Just say, all you got to do is say my name. If you want to make a song and you want me to be a part of a project you're working on, by all means, by any means. Guess what? All you got to do is say my name. Hit me up. They know you guys know where to reach me. You know what I mean? Let's do a song. Let's do a project. Whatever. I'm not that hard to deal with. But what I don't and I will not tolerate is being stolen from. And I've been sitting back and I've been watching it. I've been watching this for over 15 years. Like when it first started happening, and first started seeing, I'm like, this cannot be happening. This cannot be real. God wouldn't do me like this. But then I'm like, yeah, this is really happening. You know what I mean? Like, okay, so what's the point? When is this gonna start? Where do we get? When do we get to the next part? Because at this point, like tonight, before I came and started doing the, revelation read, I said, nah, God, end this. Bombs away. I'm tired of it. What's the point of taunting? What is the point? You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm tired. I'm rambling. I guess I'm just venting. Good night. Good night.